What? Another book? Okay, be right back. It appears I lied to you because 2 more books were just delivered. So it is now 35 books instead of 33. So ignore that intro, I guess. Hello, my sweet angels. It's your girl Jay, and today I'm here with a book haul of 33 books that I have accumulated over the last little bit. Please ignore behind me. I'm currently in the process of moving, so it's a little bare back there. All of my Funko Pops have been packed away for the move, and these books I need to haul so that I can pack them in a box and get them out of my room and ready to go to the new house. So without further ado, let us get started. Okay, before we get into the haul video, I want to talk about a company that I've worked with a couple of times. It's called FIRMOO glasses, and I absolutely love their sunglasses so much. They sent me 2 more pairs, so I thought I would show you guys so that you guys can see, one, how cute they are, but then also how affordable these glasses are. Both of the glasses come in a hard protective case, but then they also come in a soft case as well. So if you don't want to carry around the hard case, you also have the soft case option. I got 2 pairs this time around. I always go for their sunglasses, but they also have prescription glasses as well. I just personally don't wear prescription glasses, so I always opt for their sunglasses, and I have never ever been disappointed by them. The first pair I got are the Snap Mood 08 glasses. These are the pink pattern C2, and they are $53.95. Personally, I think the cutest detail are the 2 little hearts on the side. I think it's such a cute little touch. I'm definitely going to be wearing these quite often this summer. The second pair I got are the Judy 191, and they are so adorable. They're little heart glasses. Apparently I was on a heart kick this time around when they asked me to collab. I was like looking through them all, and the hearts really spoke to me this time. But these are in the bright pink C3 color, and they are also $53.95. If you guys are interested in getting a pair of these FIRMOO glasses, I definitely recommend. They are not only cute, but definitely affordable. I'll leave the link to the website down below, and you guys can go check it out and get yourself a pair of really cute sunglasses or prescription glasses, whatever fits your needs. And now on to the haul. So the first couple of books that I'm going to talk about are ones that were sent to me by publishers. I have 7 that are from Penguin, so we're gonna just talk about those ones real quick, do a little rundown. The first one I have is Stuck Up and Stupid. This is by Anjali Rice and Kate Rice. I'm really excited for this one because Anjali Rice is the person who played Caddy in the new Mean Girls movie, and I thought it was such a cute movie, so I am intrigued to see what she writes like. This is a Pride and Prejudice retelling. It has a modern twist. It follows a ordinary girl and a movie star. I think it's going to be really cute. I'm intrigued. I also think the name is really fun, so. Next up, I have Under the Neon Lights by Ariel Vinson. This one says, get ready to lose yourself in this debut novel in verse about first love, skate tricks, and thunderous beats at the roller rink and the painful grip of gentrification on the west side of Indianapolis. I personally love books in verse, so I am very intrigued and very excited for this one. Next up, I have That Kind of Girl by Natalie C. Anderson. The catchphrase for this one is, the body count is growing, but is she predator or prey? So that immediately has me hooked. And it says that it is a race to catch a killer. So this one may have just moved up pretty fast on my TBR because it sounds really fun. Then I have Very Dangerous Things. This is by Lauren Munoz. This one says a murder mystery game turns deadly in this YA whodunit for fans of Karen M. McManus, Maureen Johnson, and Holly Jackson. I really like Holly Jackson. She wrote The Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Then I have Hit Me With Your Best Charm. This is by Lily Vale. It says the occasionally magic, always superstitious town of Prior's End is famous for 3 things: whimsical charm at the annual fall festival, the legend of the wishing well hidden in a forest bristling with secrets, and Nova Marwood's missing hiker father. Ooh. It says first love, second chances, last hope. In my head, this gives like witchy vibes, but I don't know if it actually follows witchy things. I'll have to read it and let you guys know. Then I have We Won't All Survive by Kate Alice Marshall. This is a thriller. It says lights, camera, murder, so that is another tagline that has me. Ooh, it says it follows a survivalist reality show. Okay. This just moved up too. See, the problem is I'm moving and all of these books are going to go into a box and I'm not going to see them until I unpack them, and that's not going to happen until my bookshelves are up. It's hard moving, I'll tell you that. And then the final book that I have from Penguin is Trans History from Ancient Times to Present Day. This is a graphic novel by Alex L. Combs and Andrew Eckett. It says it's an essential introduction to trans history in color graphic nonfiction format. deeply researched, highly readable, and featuring a broad range of voices. So I guess this is a nonfiction graphic novel, which I have not read one of those before. I don't read a lot of nonfiction, so this might be the way for me to hit a nonfiction book. It says final book will be in full color because this is obviously black and white. And then I have 2 books from Tor. One is The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. I have never read a Joe Abercrombie book, but I have heard such good things about his writing, so I am very intrigued. It says that it is a new epic fantasy featuring a notorious band of anti-heroes on a delightfully bloody and raucous journey. Ooh, and it has such gorgeous end pages. I don't even know what it's about, but I am very, very excited because of these end pages. Oh. Ooh, I'm really excited now. It says, the worst monsters make the best allies. Okay, this just moved up on my TBR too. This is apparently the haul of everything's moving up on my TBR, and I can't read any of them because they're all going into a box. And then the final book that I got from Tor is Steal My Breath Away by Sarah Castile. This one says that it is an angsty, deeply emotional, heated romance that blends Anna Huang's twisted games with Catherine Center's The Bodyguard. I have read neither of those, so let me know down below if those are good. But I always love a good romance. This will definitely be a nice palette cleanser from all of the fantasy and thrillers that I usually read. Then from St. Martin's Griffin, I have Ready to Score by Jodie Slaughter, and I am so excited about this one. It is a sapphic romance, and it says that it involves football. I don't know if that is European football, aka soccer, or if it's American football, but when I read it, I will let you know. And then lastly, from Wednesday Books, I have Pride or Die by C.L. Montblanc. It came with a signature and a little bookmark, but I'm assuming that this is a thriller. There's a lot of bloody footprints going on. It says it is a dark comedy that follows the members of an LGBTQ plus club who find themselves accidentally framed for attempted murder, and it's up to them to clear their names before it's too late. Another one. I want to read it immediately. So this is clearly going to be the first box of books that I reach for once it is unpacked. Okay, then I'm going to open the other 2 packages that I have just so that all of the books that were sent to me from publishers are together in this unboxing and I don't have to edit crazily to get them into the spot that they should be. So, the first package that we have is stuck. It is a children's book. It is You Can Sit With Me by Rachel Tawil Kenyon. I think that this is going to be really cute. I can already tell. I love books like about inclusion. That's like one of the things that I'm super into. So I think that this is going to be great to bring to my after school program because sometimes they have a little bit of trouble, including because they're all different ages. They're from grade 1 to grade 8. So I get it. You know, it is a big age difference, but this might help a little bit. This is from Fewell and Friends. So thank you so much to them. And then the second package I have, I hate when they don't have pull tabs and then I have to like sit here and try to get into it and also try not to show you my address. I haven't done an unboxing on my channel for a really long time. I always unbox it off camera. Oh, yo, I have seen this on so many people's channels and I have been wanting it so badly. So I am so excited by this. Okay, it is Silver Elite by Danny Francis and oh, it has silver sprayed edges. So this one basically follows people with psychic abilities, and if you have psychic abilities, it's basically a death sentence in this world. It also says it's a dystopian romance. I have been so intrigued by this book, so I am so excited. It says, in the first book of a sizzling dystopian romance series, psychic gifts are a death sentence and there are rules to survival. Trust no one, lie to everyone, and whatever you do, don't fall for your greatest enemy. I'm so excited. Thank you so much to Del Rey. This has been on my radar since it was announced, so I am so excited to have it in my hands. Oh my goodness. Okay, now moving on to the books that I have bought myself. All of these are from thrift stores or Facebook Marketplace, so I will preface with that. So I want to say that they were between $2 and $5 for all of these. The first one is probably the one that I'm the most excited that I found a copy of because I've been on the hunt for this one, and it is Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. This has been on everybody's channel. The second book just came out and I have been feeling so much FOMO. So I saw it on Facebook Marketplace for $5 and I immediately grabbed it because it's usually like $20 to $25 on Facebook Marketplace. But now it's in my possession and I can read it, and then I can read the second book and I can be on the bandwagon like everybody else. All the rest of them are from a thrift store, except one is from a little library that I passed on my way home. So I'll talk about that one first. It is Skin Deep by Liz Nugget. This is the author of Lying in Wait, which I absolutely loved when I read it. So when I saw another one of her books, I snatched it up. All I know about this is that there's a decomposing dead body and it's a psychological thriller. Next up. So the rest of the ones that I have are from the thrift store. So the first one I have is A Fate of Wrath and Flame by K.A. Tucker. I love K.A. Tucker. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what this is about. I saw K.A. Tucker and I said I need to have it, so I grabbed it. But I do know that it is the start of a series for her. But I want to say that it is like fairies or elves, and I know that there's elemental magic. And that's about all I know, and that's all I want to know. The next one I have never heard of before in my life, but I read the back of it and I was like, oh, I need it. It is Paradise Club, and this is by Tim Meyer. Whoever had this book before me tabbed it a lot, and I don't know what the tabs mean because they did not leave a like glossary in the front telling me what they mean. So I will probably end up taking all the tabs out because I don't really know what they're for, or maybe I can try to decipher what they're for. But essentially this takes place on a island resort and a killer is on the loose. So people are gonna die. It says that there's an FBI agent on the resort and he's trying to, you know, figure out who the killer is in order to survive. And I also looked it up on Goodreads and it says that it is very, very, very gory. So my kind of book. Then in the same thrift store, I found Extasia by Claire Legrand. Claire Legrand wrote Sawkill Girls, which I really enjoyed. And when this first came out, it was on like my most anticipated wish list and I never ended up finding a copy of it. But now I have it. I believe it's like a witchy book. It does say witch on it though. So that is where I'm getting that from. But I am intrigued to see how her writing has changed since Sawkill Girls. Same thrift store, I got All Your Twisted Secrets by Diana Urban. And this one has been described as like a diabolical version of The Breakfast Club. And that intrigues me so much, and therefore I had to buy it. And then I went to a different thrift store and I found 3 books from there, and the first one that I got is Inkblood Sister Scribe by Emma Torres. But I don't know too much about this other than it involves 2 half-sisters and they have to guard a magical library. And that sounds right up my alley. Then I got The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden. I know this is the second book in the Housemaid series. Have I read the first book? No, but I'm sure I will find it eventually in the thrift store. So now I'm just on the hunt for The Housemaid before I read this one, but at least it's in my possession. Then the final book that I got from that thrift store is Anna O. This is by Matthew Blake, and this was on my radar again when it first came out, and then I just never got a copy of it. From what I remember, this book is about a girl named Anna who, while she is sleeping, she stabs 2 people to death, and then she goes to see a psychologist and he tries to like uncover why she did this. And I know that my library has this one on audiobook, so I am able to read it while I wait to unpack this box. I can start this, which is exciting. And then the final 2 books are from another thrift store because, like I said, I was just on the hunt that day and I just went to every thrift store imaginable. But it is A Guide to Being Just Friends by Sophie Sullivan. I don't know anything about this. I just thought it looked like a cute little rom-com book. And this was on half price book day at that thrift store as well, so I believe it was only like 50 cents. So I think it's a steal because it's in literal perfect condition. I don't think it's ever been read. And then the final book that I got at that same thrift store is Last Girl Ghosted by Lisa Ugner. I have had this on my NetGalley shelf forever now and I just keep putting off reading it because it's been sitting there forever, but now I have the physical copy, so I have absolutely no excuse. It says an online dating match turns into a deadly cat and mouse game in this riveting and utterly original thriller. So it's not even like it doesn't sound good. It sounds really good. I just have been putting it off. And now, like I said, no excuse, this is gonna get read. And this is another one that is on audiobook at my library, so I can read it while it's in this box. And then the final books that I have, I'm going to run by super quick because they're all by the same author and I found them on the half price day. Do you want to know how much 11 books cost me? They were a total of $5.66 because they were all 50 cents. And when I saw these, I was so excited. They are a bunch of the Roald Dahl books. When I was a kid, my mom and I read so many Roald Dahl books. That was like what got me into reading with her. We would read a chapter before bed every day, specifically The Witches by Roald Dahl. So I'm so excited to have this one. I do have another copy, the one that I read with my mom all the time, but all of these match, so I really wanted them all because they match, and again, they were only 50 cents. I'm going to quickly run through the ones that I have read before, and then I'll show you guys the ones that I haven't read yet, which will be read soon. The first one is The BFG. I love this one. Then I have Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which again, love. And then I haven't read this one, but I have watched bits and pieces of the movie, but it's James and the Giant Peach, which I did not know was a Roald Dahl book. And then the ones that I have not read or heard of, honestly, are Billy and the Minpins, Going Solo, Boy, The Giraffe and the Pelly and Me, The Magic Finger, George's Marvelous Medicine, and finally SEO Trot. So these ones and this one I will be reading. Maybe I'll do a vlog like how Gavin reads it all, does his author vlogs where he just reads all of the books by a said author, because they are pretty short and I do feel like that would be cutesy and fun. So let me know down below if you would want a Roald Dahl vlog, because I'll do it. I will. But unfortunately it will not be until I'm in my new house. Alright everybody, so those were the 33 turned 35 books that I have recently acquired to be hauled so that I can put them in a box and move to my new house. So let me know down below if you have read any of these books and what you thought of them, and I will see you all in my next video. Goodbye!